Right. So, welcome to the new setting. I think this is gonna work. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about a lot of things that I deal with mentally and whatnot. And right now, we are going to, because this is an informational channel, talk about a personality disorder that not many people talk about. Um, I am going to preface this by this might need a trigger warning. I don't know. It really does depend on the person. So, I'm going to probably read a little bit about stuff and share about my experience because I technically reach the criteria for like three personality disorders, but I've really worked on one aspect, one of them, I guess you could say. So that one doesn't, that one's more complex PTSD. I'll get into all of the diagnoses like in another video, but for right now, we are going to focus on avoidant personality disorder. So, it is a cluster C personality disorder, which means that it's marked by like fearfulness of intimacy, inadequacy, inferiority, that kind of stuff. Um, and there's a lot of stuff as like, I'm realizing that this is kind of, there we go. So, um, there's a lot of isolation involved. The person in question, me, wants to have a whole bunch of friends, a whole bunch of socialness. I'm actually like very extroverted, but this hinders me. Um, let's see, signs and symptoms. Um, Loss and social rejection are so painful that these people will choose to be alone than rather risk trying to connect with others. That's very true. Um, Mine stems from a lot of, severe bullying. So, like, I learned that if I don't associate with people, then I don't get hurt. And that sucks, but that's how it is. Um, Individuals with the disorder tend to describe themselves as uneasy, anxious, lonely, unwanted, and isolated from others. Um, it's very weird because when you mix these things, I know logically that I am loved and everything, but like, it's very weird to say that, like, my mind tricks me into saying that I'm unwanted. It's very hard to say. I guess you could say that a lot of these traits are considered more of like um, social anxiety, which is what I was originally thought to have with anxiety. But testing, which I actually went through, testing has shown that I deal with three types of traits with personality. And so, um, it didn't show up as avoidant personality disorder. If anything, one of the things that it could be mistaken for, and I thought it was being on the spectrum. But let's talk about all the things I did. So, the weird thing about having AvPD or avoidant personality disorder is that I am highly aware of stuff. I am Um, I make note of everything. Uh, I take note of how people act. Like, it's to the point to where I have extreme like social inhibition, but at the same time, it's like I'm highly aware that I'm not like everyone. Um, it's because I know that everyone is able to relax and everything, and it's like I can't comfortably show um, who I am to the world or showcase who I am. Like, I want to do stuff. I want to get out of my comfort zone, right? But being avoidant is literally because I'm so stuck in my comfort zone, I don't know how to get out. And in a sense, it makes me feel like crap. Um, that's the main gist of it. And so, um, one thing I do want to say is that when it comes to all of the traits and all of the mental stuff I deal with, avoidant personality has got to be the worst. It's got to be. I can deal with like extremely heightened moods, extremely low moods. I've done that before. I've done all of these things of like talking myself out of like possibly being manipulative or lying or whatever. I can do those things, but like it's really hard to cope with this disorder because to have to somehow talk to people and say, I love people so much, but I can't be a part of the world. And to know that there's an entire world that you want to explore that you've read all these things about, and you can't really experience them because of this intense fear. That's got to be the worst. And I'm sorry, I'm getting a little emotional, but I think the reason why I really felt like filming this video is because it's not talked about often. Not many people with avoidant personality disorder want to turn on the camera. Not many people have the ability to voice what they're saying. And, um, not many people are going to turn on a camera and say, I avoided hugging a person of like the opposite sex for 16 whole years. And the only reason why I started to was because it was seen as the socially acceptable thing when dating and liking someone. So, and it made me feel out of my comfort zone. There were times where, you know, especially when it's like romantic, once dated a chick with borderline personality disorder, and she was very hypersexual, and that was out of my comfort zone at the time. Still working on it, but like she was very, very borderline, and I was very, very avoidant, especially when it comes to like the past romantic situations. It's been hard. Okay, I know everything there is theoretically how a functioning relationship can work, but then there's the emotions and they're overwhelming. I think it's caused me to gravitate towards a lot of things like psychology. It's not a bad thing that I gravitated towards psychology, especially finding out that's how I needed help. Um, Sociology is fun for me to study. History, anything involving people. So, yeah, kind of alters my perspective a little. I do like learning about things. I experience things from like a textbook perspective. It's more comfortable for me. So I guess that's the way to describe it. There's not much else to say about it. Like, it's ironically very straightforward when it comes to the disorder itself. Very, very straightforward. It's literally like if you were to put social anxiety, intensify that social anxiety, and insert it into someone's personality. But we gotta start talking about this stuff, guys. We gotta. If we don't, how can we heal as a society? So, you know, sucks that I have to experience it, but someone's gotta talk about it. It might as well be me. Anyways, I'm going to turn off the camera, probably upload this, and I gotta bathe some dogs. I got stinky puppers, guys. One of them loves baths, one of them hates them. One of them claws like the Dickens, one of them doesn't. Guess which one does? Alright, I should get going.